Car Ride Conversations.
I'm angry and I'm going to shout my opinion over you. If all of that was just put away in a box for the debate, for the sake of allowing the audience to hear policies and actual information that affects our votes, for those who do actually want to not just shout out our opinion, but actually hear information, I think that would be appreciated. And I think it's unfortunate that we've gotten so emotionally heated that we can't communicate ideas anymore, and instead we're just trying to win, because most of us don't really benefit from that. We want to hear ideas. We want to hear what these politicians are really selling, what they want to accomplish. And if we don't get to hear that, then we're not really benefiting. We're just becoming more emotionally charged, and that's not really going to get us anywhere in a practical sense.
Definitely. And just to echo your point, I would say that that debate was a microcosm and was representative of the political climate of the country as a whole. Because I would say that politics has gotten much more divisive. I would say that both people on the left and the right are
becoming clowns. Let's be honest. They're becoming clowns. I'm not seeing any serious politician in the past couple of years. Well, since Obama has been out of office, I haven't seen any serious politicians. We don't uniform us. Our politicians don't uniform themselves as politicians. They're not respectable. And nowadays it's more about like who can burn who more versus using policies and facts to and debating their reasons. It's like we're not getting that no more. Like last presidential debate we had was with him, Donald Trump, and Hillary, and that the whole time it was like everyone's thinking in their head like, who's less worse than the other one is who I'm gonna vote for. Versus us having like both sides is like okay, but like I'm siding with this side more. Nowadays it's more like, as long as whoever keeps me alive. It's getting corny.
Right. I would just like to say that it's almost like I see this on social media all the time is a vote. If you don't vote for Biden, you're voting for Trump, meaning like if you go third party or if you decide not to vote, then it just benefits Trump. And in a way that's right, and factually correct, but I just feel like things have become so divisive that it almost makes people vote certain ways out of spite, not even because they agree with people. And I think that's possibly one of the reasons why Trump won in 2016, because what a lot of people in the Liberal Party do is they shoot themselves in the foot by having this "you're with us 100% or you're not with us at all" mentality. And what that does is that alienates a lot of people in the middle. And America is such a spiteful country that a lot of these people that probably don't even agree with Trump's ideas are going to vote for him out of spite or not vote out of spite because they've been pissed off so much by people on the left side of the political spectrum. So, EJ, I want to get some of your perspective in on this. What do you think about like the general divisiveness of politics and the role that social media has played in that in the United States?
It's very polarizing for both sides. It's you're either with us or you're against us, and there's a lot of hatred, and you see it throughout comments, tweets, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. It's very two-sided, very, very two-sided. If you can't agree with this, I'm not going to listen to you. If you don't, and I'm not going to let you have your opinion, and there's just a lot of other issues that's plaguing the nation as a whole with Black Lives Matter and the cops. There was a big they got heated in the debate too. Donald Trump was calling out Joe Biden saying, you don't want to say law and order, you don't want to say law enforcement, and meanwhile Trump really wouldn't want to call out white supremacists either. And that's pretty scary, on both sides.
Yeah. I mean, it all just boils down to the fact that they don't want to condemn certain groups because they know that it's going to affect their political base. So
and tying that back to what Edwynn said, it shouldn't be about that. It should be, I want to vote for this guy because he has a good foreign policy, or he's got a good environmental policy. You know, I don't want to vote for him because I'm part of this, you know, group, or because maybe he supports white supremacy. Whatever it is, it shouldn't be that way. You know, it should be, what do you stand for on the most important issues to me is who's going to get my vote.
Yeah.
Right.
So
I want to add a little bit to something you said, Solomon. I think that it is true that you use the Liberal Party as an example, and I think I don't know how. Sure, we'll roll with that example.
okay.
Of like the making the party so exclusive doesn't really allow for individuals to participate in intersectionality. Like if you are really like pro like democratic environmental policies or democratic perspectives on healthcare, but you're also like, I don't know, pro-life or something, or pro-guns or something, whatever. Just think of like individuals who, for whatever backgrounds or ideas they've been exposed to, they both agree with different ideas from each party that are both kind of radical. It doesn't allow these individuals to feel welcome in the party if the party's saying you're all in or you're all out. Mm-hmm. So making it that exclusive really makes these individuals who are a mixture to not feel welcome in either one, and then it really does kind of influence their votes and their politics in a way that it shouldn't be influenced, because they should be allowed to feel fully welcome in the spaces that they feel that they identify with, even if that identification isn't universal across.
I agree to the fact that, you know, it's to the point where if you hear that someone says, "Oh, I'm pro Trump," or "I'm pro Biden," or, for example, like if a person was like me, like, I like Obama, it's just like, "Oh, then you believe everything Obama's going to do," and blah 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 and stuff like that. And it's just like, well, I'm not all for that. Just like we see in Trump, just like we see in Obama, no man's perfect coming from either side of the fence. But it's even throwing politicians out the window, and now we got a group where it's time to discuss things. We got it to the more point where today where it's just like, oh, you like this person, I already know how you're gonna be like.
Exactly.
Like, and it's just like then we don't have room for advancement or any form of a policy being built off of justice.